So as I was doing this work with Craig Joseph, looking at how morality varies across nations and cultures, I was joined at UVA by a really brilliant young grad student named Jesse Graham, and this was around 2004, around the time of the presidential election.
Wow, that early.
And,
Wow. Yeah.
And, the culture war really began in the early 90s. I think Pat Buchanan used the phrase, there's a culture war, or something like that. And it heated up in the 90s during the Clinton presidency. And
James Davison Hunter wrote a book on it from UVA.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fantastic book.
Yeah.
So the phrase culture wars really, Davison's book, Hunter's book really, really laid that out. It's very influential on me. So it became clear that America was becoming like two different cultures. We have two different U.S. constitutions. The Constitution on the left is not at all like the Constitution on the right. Two different history textbooks, two different economics textbooks, two different child-bearing textbooks. We live in different worlds. And it became really clear, like at the time, remember, think back, some of the issues, it was like flag burning. Should we amend the Constitution to ban flag burning? It was like, there's all kinds of, now those things seem tame compared to what we're dealing with today. But once you understand the flag is a symbol of, it's like, it's loyalty, it's your loyalty to your group, it's respect for kind of authority, you're supposed to be reverential toward it, and it's sanctity. And we actually have research showing that people who score high on our moral foundations survey for sanctity in general, nothing about flags, just in general, they are more likely to want to protect the flag, regardless of their politics, because these are people who don't just see a flag as a piece of cloth. They see that there's an invisible essence that inheres in something. And that's what people in India do, and that's what almost all humans do. So over and over, what we find is that there's sort of like normal human culture, which is very thick and rich and full of, built on all the foundations. And there's something about modernity where you get concentrations of people in cities that reduce morality to one or two foundations. And so there's a great book called The Weirdest People in the World by Joe Henrich. He and some colleagues developed the idea that many of us are weird. That is, Western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic. Those societies are really different from everybody else on Earth. And liberals are more weird. And I have research with Thomas Talhelm demonstrating that.